Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagard-tastic stream. It is I, your friend, the one, the only Zagard, and welcome back to the Dragon's Den, everybody. I am joined again with my friend Andrew, aka the Mythology Guy, and Claire.
Hi.
Where can they find you people?
Can we do this again? Can we do this at the end?
Okay, fine. We can save it for the end. If you don't want to be shouted out at the beginning.
We don't want to be shouted out. We want to be shouted at.
Yeah.
Okay. Then tell them your damn stuff, soldier. Hello, Crimson Arbiter. Welcome back.
Crimson Arbiter's here. Yeah. I'm just multitasking right now because I'm doing my upload for today.
Dare you? Does TikTok not have a
No, TikTok doesn't let
out?
you schedule stuff.
That's
Only YouTube lets
really
you do that.
annoying.
And after I do the TikTok, that's when it downloads to my phone, and then I have to put it on YouTube.
I can understand that be really annoying.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. YouTube is better.
To be fair, TikTok is newer and it is a phone app thing.
Yeah.
But shouldn't that also mean it could be?
There's a billion things wrong with TikTok. We're not here to talk about TikTok.
We're here to talk about WandaVision.
Hello.
Jinx, go get me a fucking soda.
So what a crazy as hell episode. Yes, and
It
yes.
wasn't it? Yeah.
that
It
was
great.
yeah.
But it was crazy in like the good way.
Oh yeah.
Not in the like I watched and I'm like that didn't make any
no,
sense.
I was so mad.
It definitely
the
gave
whole
me more
time.
questions, but in a good way again.
Yeah,
Of
honestly.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have both of these people on their phones.
I
trying
just
to post
told
a
you
video
what
for
I'm
2
doing.
hours. Never mind.
No, it's fine.
It's not my fault we're doing this right at the time when I upload.
Anakin, you can
Yeah.
continue. I just didn't know that's what you were doing. Well, you can continue doing it. I can talk.
It's fine. I'm great.
Claire,
Having
just
a
continue
great
doing
day.
it, Claire.
What?
Just do it. It's
Okay.
fine. You just have to let me know next time. Before we begin, did you watch the mid-credit scene this time?
Yes, we did. We were on that this time.
We were like, there better be a goddamn credit scene, or I swear to heck, I just went through 7 minutes of credits for nothing.
You know, in our defense with the last episode, there weren't end credit scenes before
For
that.
6 episodes.
There were scenes like after
Yeah.
the old timey credits. and
Yeah.
there were a couple seconds, but there were never scenes after the modern CGI credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
true.
why we didn't know before, but we know now, and we stay for them now.
And you know what they say? The more you know, the less you don't know.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah.
That was what the cult leader said to Monk.
That's right. That was just a stupid thing a cult leader said in a
it's one of
Monk
those things that,
episode.
like, okay, it makes sense. He's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah,
but
but it's
also-
nothing insightful to brag about either.
Anyway, what happens this episode?
So, well, it starts with Agatha and Wanda talking after she reveals. By the way, that bunny. There's something about
Something is up with
Something
that
up with
bunny.
that
I
damn
still think that
bunny.
bunny is Mephisto or
I
some
do
shit.
too.
Like
Yeah.
Agatha is straight up like it starts with a little bit of Agatha's past.
Yeah.
This episode is literally called Previously On. Like, so it's all this episode is
That's how you
all
explain it.
flashbacks, all like
Yeah.
what happened.
Here's the
before.
big info dump.
Yeah, this
Pretty
is
much.
it's kind of like episode 5. I think it was
4.
It was 4.
Four,
It
yeah.
was 4.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
I really thought it was 5. Okay, my mistake.
No, it's
No,
cool.
that's,
Oh no, yeah, because episode 3 was the 70s.
yeah, that's why that's why everybody thought this
okay.
episode was gonna be an episode like that one, because 4 was. So then you just have
Yeah, 8. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, so we get the explanation of who Agatha is. She was a witch during the
during
The
back in
Salem?
Salem.
I
I,
was gonna
want to
say
say
Harlem.
Salem witch trials, but it wasn't a witch
Harlem.
trial.
Well, no,
it was a coven trial.
it was
Yeah,
literally
that's
a witch
interesting.
trial.
It was a witch trial
Yeah.
hosted by witches. It was like their trial.
Yeah.
It's like, we do it too.
And so they're like, "Did you break the rules?" And she's like, "No, I did it. The powers just bent to my will. I didn't mean to do it." And then
Yeah.
they all start blasting her with blue magic, and she
Yeah.
starts absorbing the magic and their life
like
force.
she just absorbs, like they don't burn her, like and yeah, he's saying maybe there are reasons they don't. It's like, yeah, but Fucking try. I don't know.
Because I eat yo magic. That was literally.
The shark. Yeah, the best commercial.
And it absorbed their bodies, and you see them get to skeletons.
Oh, that's probably what it was referencing. Yeah, good point. So yeah, basically what happens is, like, the way they try to kill her is they have her tied to a post, like in a witch burning, but instead of burning her, they all start shooting her with their freaking laser beams.
Yeah, because they're witches convicting a witch.
You know, they all start to fire on their lasers out of their hands. Kamehameha.
Yeah, it was a Kamehameha.
But instead of killing her, she just, like, I don't know if she absorbs it or if she, like, it's a little hard to tell if she's absorbing it or if she's, like, poisoning it and it's going in poison. Because when it happened the last time, it looked like she was turning it more purple and then something was happening.
That was happening the first time, too. I think what it is...
Okay, so, like, it's one of two things. She's either absorbing their life force or she's, like, poisoning the magic and sending it right back at them.
I want to say absorbing the life force. Just
probably because of the yo magic thing or something.
And it's easier to understand, like, oh, she's absorbing their magic force.
And it would explain how she was able to break free afterwards. She probably got way stronger. Yeah, okay, so she, like, uses their laser beam as, like, a conduit to actually just suck their souls right out. And what I like is right after she sucks the souls out of everyone except for the lead witch, she goes, I can be good, though. And I'm like, I think it's a little late for that.
They don't really explain why she's just like, I can't control my power.
You know, it's like you're in court and then you just pull out a gun and start shooting the whole jury and you look at the judge, it's like, but I could still be innocent.
To be fair, we didn't really see what she did before the trial and why they were...
she was on trial for commanding, like, dark magic.
Yeah, but it might have been something she did by accident. It's like, I could try to control it to do good things, and they're like, no, you can't, because that's always the smart thing to do, is just absolutes. Only Siths work in absolutes. But that is an absolute, you dumb fucking donkey.
Different Disney-owned franchise.
Yes, she used dark magic to reverse to absorb them.
It was indeed a comment.
Yeem. Don't know what yeem means, but okay.
Absorb them, yeem.
Well, maybe she's been working with Mephisto
He was trying to say, yeah.
I think so too, but my brain just...
Mephisto was behind it. Mephisto's behind everything. Him and Jason Todd are just behind the scenes laughing. All of you.
Pretty much. Mephisto is Jason Todd.
Exactly.
Everybody's fucking Jason Todd. Anyways, that's a whole other universe. But one thing I did notice that Andrew didn't notice right away is when the Mother Superior Witch starts blasting her, she has a magic crown, and that made me think of the crown that Wanda has.
Yeah, I think it's got something to do with it. Because then, as you noticed, they reference it again later with the stone.
Yeah, when they have the stone scene. But anyways, so then she makes Wanda, she's like, how could you do all these spells? And of course...
she's like, it takes a ton of work to do one of these spells. You're doing this on, like, a 1,000-fold all at once. How are you doing all this crap?
Yeah, you have it on autoplay.
Well, it's like, I don't know. I just, it's do things and they happen.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Yeah, she's like the guy from freaking...
Sonny.
No, I was going to say the guy from Good Will Hunting. How, like, everyone else is a hard-working guy. He's just like, it just comes easily to me. You know, whatever. Fuck you. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
She's basically like a prodigy. Except we figure out how she became a prodigy.
So she's like, apparently there's like a prophecy about her or some shit. I never liked prophecies.
I don't think it's a prophecy. I think it's that she's supposed to...
It's a legend. She said you're a myth.
Yeah,
like you're
it's probably something... I'll explain what that is when we get to it. But what I think it is. Accidental magic, Harry Potter, and Wanda are very creative. Yes, that is true. So anyway, she talks about all the different spells, 3 different spells that she's doing, and she's like, it's hard to do one of these spells, let alone on a person, and you're doing them on several people way far out, and you're not even actively controlling it at any given time. How are you doing it? And then she gets the bug, and she throws it at the bunny, and the bunny starts eating it.
The bunny starts eating it, and like the bunny's a goddamn demon from Woodland Critter Christmas.
And that's why I'm pretty sure that bunny is something more than just Senior Scratchy.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and she was
now he's Senior Bitey.
Yeah.
And then she makes Wanda replay her memories. It was nice to finally see the memories of her parents. That bomb moment.
I'm hoping... I don't know if they'll do it, but I really want everything to connect, so I'd really like those to be adoptive parents, and she should be Magneto's child.
No, I don't want that. I actually don't want that.
You simpleton.
Because, well, they never even actually confirmed that he was their child in the comics. That was always just...
No, they confirmed it. That was like one of the big twists in comics.
It was never actually a confirmation that he was, because what it was is their mom was married to a person, but then she cheated on him with Mephisto, so
Magneto.
Not Magneto. I just saw
Mephisto, that's a whole nother
she
thing.
cheated on him with Magneto, so her dad most likely is Magneto, but there's nothing that 100% confirms it because they never did a DNA test. But anyways, that besides that, so then, they see the bomb that killed their parents, and then they see the bomb.
Oh, and we find out where all the sitcom stuff is from. Apparently the dad, what he would do is he would pick up sitcoms for TV night, and then he would sell them the next day because they can't afford to keep them. He would say, remember he said, it's okay, I'll sell them the next day, but tonight we have TV night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they would practice their English while watching.
What, I can't help but think he had 5 different shows altogether. It's like, you're selling them tomorrow? How long is TV night, sir? You're gonna watch the whole Dick Van Dyke Show, Bewitched, and all this other shit.
It could be that they only have an episode or 2 that they could watch at a time,
and then they sell it the next day. Though because
then he had a hidden stock of Dick Van Dyke.
Well, the way it made it look like it was illegal for them to have them, because remember he was hiding them in a hole in the wall behind a carpet thing.
It might not have been illegal to have them. It just might have been in case of looters or something.
That's also a possibility. So I think
third world country.
They probably just watch a single episode or just.
Andromeda Scout is here. Hello.
Hi, Andromeda Scout. They can do it all night long.
Yeah, everyone knows when you start watching the Dick Van Dyke Show, you can't stop watching the Dick Van Dyke.
You can't stop unless it's Mary Poppins.
I always love how that show starts with, well, this is the Dick Van Dyke Show starring Dick Van Dyke, and I'm always like, you don't say.
Yeah, why?
Here's the Will Smith Show. You'll never guess who's in it. Starring Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Because Kevin Hart's in everything.
Well, him and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So anyways, they see that, and then they see the bomb that almost killed them, and it was beeping off.
Stark Industries. She talked about it in Age of Ultron.
And let me just go over that one scene real quick, because she pulls her hand out, and then Agatha says, oh, you changed the probability of it. And they're like, no, it's just a bomb that never went off. We didn't know if it would. And what that is because in the comics, she is 2 things. First, so the nexus of all realities is the thing that holds all the multiverses together, basically, the center of the multi-universe, right? And then also, a nexus being is someone who is always the same person in every reality. So every reality, Wanda will always be the same Wanda, unlike Spider-Man, where there's Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
She'll always be the same as Scarlet Witch, every reality that she exists in. And on top of that, her witch powers aren't just magic in the comics. Her powers are, let's say you're going to punch her. Well, she just makes it a reality where you don't punch her. She literally just changes the outcome of what would happen. So what Agatha was saying is, you changed the outcome. It was going to blow up, but you changed it to a bomb that would never blow up.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next thing we see is she's in Hydra being experimented on. And
she they're running an experiment. They have the spear, and she literally pulls the stone out of the spear with her power.
I think what actually happened wasn't that she pulled a stone out. I think that was another one of her. She was connecting with the stone.
I think like you said, it happened on a different. Either on a different plane of reality, or it was, what might have happened, since it's literally the Mind Stone, it might have all happened in her mind.
Yeah, that's what the other thing I was thinking.
You see her connect with it, it bursts, and according to Agatha, that might have been what amplified her powers. So that's something I was saying, I don't think the stone gave her powers, I think it just brought them out more, amplified it. And then you noticed this, I didn't notice this, there's a quick thing of her with the crown.
Well, it was a silhouette of someone floating, and I could tell it was a woman based on the hair, because it's Marvel Comics. They haven't had any guys with long flowing hair. On top of that, it looked like she had a cape of some kind, and right on her head you could see 2 little pokes, and the way it was shaped looked like her WandaVision or Scarlet Witch crown.
Devil horns. Mephisto confirmed.
I would have said devil horns if it wasn't for the fact that it was something only with her and Agatha. It was a memory, and like I said, the way it was shaped looked like the crown. So I'm assuming that's going to be that was the Mind Stone saying this is who you truly are. This is your future, so to speak. Because
It makes sense. Only the Time Stone would know that.
well, they can all speak to each other. They speak.
Yeah, they all sit around at a cafe.
They
and
speak
talk
infinities
shit.
or whatever.
They're like, we have our own code. Yeah, you don't speak stone. Come on. Oh crap! Here come the geo rocks. Get away! Get away!
Get away from us. Oh, look, it's some minerals.
Yeah, stupid minerals.
Oh, did you have anything to say about that scene?
Oh, I just thought it was interesting that that cut away on the camera. You know, when they were watching from her perspective.
I don't think it was. Maybe it was cutting away, but from the way I saw it, they were literally watching it, and then from their perspective, the camera literally films her standing there, and then she just falls.
I
and they're
meant
like,
cut out
of the camera.
Yeah, it's like she cut it out, or someone else cut it out.
Was it cut?
Like, I don't know. It just looked like it was. It was just like there, and then she's on the floor. You know?
Either you're right, and it was cut like the Mind Stone erased their memories of the event happening and erased the event happening on the camera. Or the other one is that it was happening in her mind, and they
Maybe
just
she did it.
Well,
I actually think it might have been cut out because she's been able to cut things out of the sitcom.
That's what I remember.
True.
I was like, that's very similar.
That might be showing, like,
Right.
it might be connecting since this is the big explain things episode.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think Claire's right.
Yeah, Claire,
I'm
I'm gonna say you are making the most sense, so I'm gonna put yours as theory A. Like,
okay.
Just because my brain has
in his notebook in the back, he's got a whole wall up there, like.
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
No, I
it
think you're right.
makes sense, but-
I think you are right. It's just that the way my brain saw it, and I just wanted to let you know, and I don't think mine is correct. It's just another. Is that what happened? It was just in their mind and in their vision, they just saw her standing there and she fell, and they're like, wait, how did that happen? But I think you're right. I think you're more right.
They probably were like looking back at
Crimson
the
Arbiter is saying, Claire's right. They rewind and can't find the footage.
Okay,
That's what
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, so yay. Way to clear that up for us.
Yeah, clearly she's the smartest of the three.
Yeah, all right.
And this is the great thing about having a live chat. You guys help us can tell us things.
Watch Crimson Arbor here's over here with a quill, like, yes, indeed, very good, splendid.
So then,
Of course he would know. He's the Crimson Arbiter, Scarlet Witch, Red. It all comes together.
They're
Mephisto,
related.
Hell, Red. What's going on? I just poked myself in the goddamn eye. Ow.
Are you okay?
I'm an idiot.
we're having technical difficulties.
Confirmed.
You see what I do to make stupid jokes?
So then the next scene we see is she's at the Avengers compound, which I immediately noticed because it was so nice, and
It's like, oh my god, not third world.
Yeah,
we
pretty
must
much.
Be in America.
She's
and
cleaner.
She has a really nice convo with Vision. I really liked it,
that was
honestly.
sweet.
And like, it's one thing you've heard me complain about a lot is the whole like we never got to see her grieve her brother, and you're saying, well, it's the movies, and and I'm like, yeah, there's a point there. It's just a little weird to see in the movies, regardless, her literally never bring it up. So it's nice to have this in-between thing where you see that it was a thing and it did happen.
I definitely agree with you. I don't know exactly if this is true, but I think it is because what I'm about to say that is. So because Civil War was still technically Captain America's movie and they had to focus on Captain America and Tony Stark, they didn't really have the time to go into
I still think they made that movie way too early.
I do too, but that's a whole other conversation that would take us at least an hour to just get through. But anyways, I think that Kevin Feige, because he clearly loves planning out his movies, this is why we got Infinity War when we did, for the most part. I think he planned to have this Vision scene with Wanda and Vision later in the series, and that's why we didn't get it then. And I think it works best with her show. Because
this is the time to do it.
Yeah. And if they hadn't done it here, I would have been just as mad as you, and I'm just glad that they did.
It's literally all about Wanda. If you don't talk about the things that are part of her character like that, it would have been really stupid.
And at least it does show why later, because I'm pretty sure Civil War happens way later than that scene we saw, why she's not as beat up about it.
Yeah, she probably relied more on Vision as like a way to help, bring her back, and that would explain all the more why losing him was the huge blow that it was.
Yeah,
sure. We definitely, and then the next scene we get is she's at Sword headquarters trying to get Vision's body back.
Actually, just before we get there, like one line that I really liked was like they're watching Malcolm in the Middle, Wanda and Vision, and like the awning collapses on the dad, and Vision goes, goes, "It is funny because of the grievous injury that man just suffered," and I'm sitting here like, "Yes."
And then
she's like, "He's not actually injured," and I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, "You're making it less funny by saying that. The more pain, the more fun."
Yeah, but then he said, "What? How do you know?" She's like, "It's not that kind of show." I love that.
Yeah, she's like obsessed with.
But I love the way she said it though. She didn't even say it like it's not that kind of show, Vision. She's just like it's not that kind of show. Like she's so fed up with this robot shit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Hello, Neil. Good to have you.
Hi.
Hello,
But
Neil.
yeah. So as he was segueing us into, then we have a more modern moment where
Basically
she goes
a couple weeks ago
for Vision's body. Now, if you recall, I'm just gonna bring you up to speed. The directors claim that she busted in and stole the body.
Yeah.
He showed footage of her busting in, and it's like, see, she stole the body.
Yeah, he
see,
lied.
she's a terrorist. She's using him as a weapon.
Like,
He
she
lied
doesn't
about
even
fucking
have
everything.
she doesn't even have the body. She did technically break in because she smashed the glass.
She like it literally
But she
starts
didn't
with her
steal the
just
body.
coming in and like just talking to the guy at the front desk. "I want the body, please. I want to have a funeral. Can we come on?" And the director actually invites her in, and the guy's like, "I gotta buzz you in." She's like, "I got it." And she just pumps the door open and walks in,
Which was
and
not
like.
necessary.
Yeah, not necessary, but she's like, you know what? I haven't I haven't broken anything all week. Let me just.
She didn't even break it. She just opened the doors.
Yeah, I just want to, I want this to be something that can be easily taken out of context in a security video, please.
Exactly. She was acting violent.
Exactly. That's it. There was. It's fucking MacGuffin. That's all it is. And yeah, she goes to the director, and the director's like, "Oh well, you see, you want the body? We're kind of dismantling him because he's a powerful weapon.
He's like a part
and
completely.
like she's like, well, I just want to bury him." He's like, "Are you sure? You could bring him back to life. I'm not want to suggest anything here, but he's dead, and you have powers. Maybe we could make him a little not dead if you feel me, if you catch my drift."
He was implying that a little. I mean,
and she's like, I'm exaggerating a little, but that's basically what he was saying, and like.
It was
And
what
she
he was
was
trying
like,
to do,
"No, I can't do that." And he's like, "All right, but I can't let you walk out of here because that's like $3 billion worth of vibranium. I'm not just gonna let you put it in the ground. We're gonna make some nice door stoppers out of that."
To be fair, up until that point, him saying that makes sense. He does have a lot of technology in him. If they just leave it in the ground, anybody.
No, you know what would have made sense if he was like the good guy. Like, didn't they say in Vision's will he said he didn't want to be used as a weapon?
Yeah.
He could have easily just brought that up. Vision said he didn't want to be used as a weapon. We have to dismantle him. He doesn't. So then Wanda has had enough, and she just breaks the glass and goes down and touches him, and she goes, "I can't feel you though. There's nothing left in here." And then she just leaves. And that's it. She's created enough security footage to be taken out of context, so she doesn't need to be here anymore.
Yeah.
And so basically the director lied about everything.
Yeah. Just real quick, we got
super shady.
So just to explain this, this is Andrew. I'm Zagard. This is Claire. He kept asking to explain the stream. Basically, we're just doing a quick discussion of WandaVision. You can check the title. It literally says that right there of the latest episode.
Yeah, very spoiler heavy.
Yeah, we're just talking about WandaVision. Like, we just watched it. Yeah.
Thank you, Crimson Arbiter, for saying that as well. So anyways, the next thing
Wait, hold on. We have to say, what if Vision wore needed glasses? Crimson Arbiter really has an important question about that.
What
do you guys have to say about that?
If Vision
well, then
needed
he would
glasses,
have kind of shoddy craftsmanship, wouldn't he?
He would have. He'd have really bad
shoddy vision.
Vision. That's what he's.
He's vision impaired.
He doesn't have 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
Good one, Crimson Arbiter. Anyway.
Of course he doesn't, because now it's 2021.
Oh, it's even better.
So isn't that worse?
No, I don't know. Is it?
I think so.
It is the higher, the worse.
The worse. Okay, yeah.
So then, anyways, as we were saying about the WandaVision, so then she leaves. He just lets her leave, and she doesn't take the body we see, but she goes to this small little town called Westview. And she has this note, and there's this empty plot of land with the house getting ready to be built.
Yeah.
And
apparently.
And there's a note that says, for us to grow old together, V.
Well, it says a place to grow old.
That's
I don't know
right.
if it, like, he probably bought it before he died, like, planning for them to be together. Like, because you remember, actually, in Infinity War, he was talking about, like, getting more serious and stuff before he got stabbed through the chest by
Which begs the question, by the way, does Vision have a bank account? Does he have credit? Does he have a credit?
Would he have a bank account?
How did he buy the building? Did he hack into the bank?
He didn't buy the building. He won it in a game of gin rummy.
That would explain a lot.
He's able to plan several moves ahead because of his advanced vision.
Oh, yeah. Or he just really hold his liquor, so he just challenged him
I
to a
want to see
drinking
Vision
game.
winning a house in a game of gin rummy.
That would be pretty entertaining to watch. And then we see her in the house, and she's just getting so upset and so depressed, and she just blasts out the energy, building the house first. Everything's black and white. She turns the town into her WandaVision TV series town. And then she literally creates a new Vision.
Yeah, she, like, makes one. We see it come out of her. Like,
Yeah, it's just from nowhere.
It might have. Here's the thing: it's like a yellow energy that comes
like
out of
Mind
her.
Stone.
So it might be based from the energy she drew from the Mind Stone back then. Is what it might be, and because he has a connection to it since he was paralyzed, it might have something to do with all of that.
Head.
So yeah, she literally created a new one. She didn't steal the body. She didn't use the body at all. And that explains why Vision can't leave the Hex. It explains why he has no memories before the Hex.
Because he didn't exist before
He's a little baby. That was creepy.
So
Sorry.
when that scene where we see him like as a walking dead body, that's not what he truly looks like. That's just her having PTSD.
Yeah.
There was a big theory that that's what he really looks like, but no, it's just PTSD.
I figured it was PTSD when we saw the Pietro thing.
Yeah.
Agatha kind of brushes over the whole Quicksilver thing. She calls him, she calls him fake Pietro, if you will. And I'm like, I like that. That's cute. But she just says, like, oh, I did like a mind possession thing for him. I think is what she said. She said necromancy was out of the question because your actual brother's body was on another continent and full of bullet holes.
Ugh.
So it's like, first of all, if you can't necromance someone who's full of bullet holes, what can you necromance? Like, if you can't necromance someone who died from their cause of did they have to die from like the fever? I don't get it.
I think the biggest thing was the fact that it was on
dead.
another continent.
I think that was it. Yeah, but I'm worried because that kind of kills my theory about pulling him through another dimension. If you can't pull something through another continent, can you pull something from another dimension?
Here's the thing: maybe she can't, but Wanda can't.
Maybe.
Okay.
But I don't think she.
No, I'm sure Wanda can, honestly. But like,
that implies that she just found
this makes me worried that it's not the Fox Quicksilver, and I wanted it to be the Fox Quicksilver.
I know, it makes me worried that it's not the
He has the powers though. Can Agatha give him powers?
What, did you just find some random guy and made him look like Quicksilver and gave him powers? That's what she's implying.
From what I remember, she said, the way I interpreted it, I don't remember exactly the words, but she said she made a fake construct that was her eyes and ears.
I thought what she said was she was just controlling them. I don't know. I guess I'd have to watch the scene again.
Yeah, I'd have to watch.
It's confusing.
Crimson Arbiter, if you could watch the scene, please tell us exactly what she said.
Necromance Ralph. Ooh, maybe the rabbit is Ralph.
Maybe. That would make a lot of sense.
Ralph.
Her husband.
Remember, she's always like, Ralph always tells me, or I always say to Ralph,
that's a
and we never
theory.
see
You
Ralph.
That.
Well, it's not that what I thought. It's what I've heard that people said that Ralph is actually Mephisto.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah,
but we don't know if Ralph, Mephisto, and the rabbit are all one character.
I'm definitely sure that rabbit is something.
She calls him Senior Scratchy, and I like this name.
That could just be the bunny name.
The scene where she's explaining how she got Pietro, Crimson Arbiter.
Yeah, how she got fake
Where
Pietro.
Agatha
It's at the beginning.
Yeah,
The beginning
Crimson
of the
Arbiter's going through everything. He's being the lore master over here. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be earlier in the episode.
So then, basically after that, all the flashbacks are done, and now Agatha has the two kids by the throats with her magic strings. Which is sad. They're not Ultron. There are strings on them, unfortunately. It's unfortunate.
Also, are they just made up to? Because we still haven't established what that.
Yeah, we still haven't solved the mystery of kids.
I think those kids are made up.
So it's not even a big deal.
I think once the Hex.
I don't get why the kids can't get away, because one of them has super speed and the other has magic. Maybe he doesn't know how to use the magic, but the one with super speed knows how to use the super speed. So why can't he just
Magic might beat the super speed.
Maybe
she's
she's
stronger than
dampening
them
his
right
speed.
now.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And then Agatha says the thing.
Oh yeah, she explains. She says you're not supposed to be real. You're supposed to be a myth. And what I mean is
like someone who can literally create something from nothing.
I don't think that's a prophecy. I think that's just like there have been witches who existed like this before, and there's a chance they will come back.
It's possible, yeah. Like,
maybe,
yeah. And she said, "Go ahead."
Oh, maybe the hat. Sorry, the crown when she was seeing it in the lab.
Yeah, the lab.
Maybe that was like foreshadowing she's going to be like the ruler of the witches.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Like the head witch had in
but
the
also
Agatha
the head
flashback.
witch. Yeah, also that as well.
And
like,
Agatha says, "You are the Scarlet Witch."
Yeah.
Which we
said
find
the thing.
we said the thing.
They did it finally, fucking finally.
I can't believe I
been
just
10
thought
years?
they had said it in the movie.
No, I
just assumed.
Actually, I'm fine with them not saying it in the movies because, like I said,
fine.
they never thought she had magic powers. So why would they call her a witch before
Right.
then?
What did they think? It was just like experimented on. Like,
Yeah, they thought it was from the Infinity Stones. Remember?
Right.
So they're like,
But
well, that's not magic.
yeah, they basically confirmed
Well, it kind of
here
is
that
magic.
she always had magic. It's just the stone brought it out.
Yeah, the
more.
stone. Because remember, Agatha
yeah.
even says at one point, so it was dying, and then the stone brought it back up and made it even more stronger.
Yeah.
That's right.
I believe Agatha said she illusioned a guy to be similar, and Wanda was so grieved that she just accepted that it was Pietro.
Oh,
That's
Pietro?
that's kind of similar to
So it's just an illusion. It's not a person.
Yeah, but if it is purely
weird.
an illusion, why can't it be her brother though? That's
the part that's
But
weird.
it is.
There's a lot that doesn't make sense here. Hopefully, we'll learn more in. I don't want them to just say it's some guy. Do some connect.
I don't want them
do
to.
that. You can't just bring in Evan Peters and not have it have anything to do with his character.
Yeah, they can. It's called a red herring.
Go to hell with your red herring.
They can, but I really hope that's not all they're doing, because then it's just like, look, we brought the Quicksilver from the from.
I mean,
from,
my God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
X-Men.
X-Men. We brought him in.
It's
Look,
one thing
get
if you
it?
just have the
Reference?
actor
It's
come
like,
in and play a
okay.
cameo, but if he's literally playing Quicksilver, you can't just...
Exactly.
He's playing
There
fake
needs to be
Quicksilver, so
more
it's
of a
Quicksilver.
reason.
This is like making another Spider-Man movie and having Tobey Maguire come
appear.
in a Spider-Man suit and say, "I'm Spider-Man," and then they go, "What?" And he goes, "Nah, I'm just messing with you," and he walks away. It's like, wait,
But
what
how
was
did you
that all
get
about?
Here? I just need an explanation, even if it's not like a connection to a parallel universe or whatever. It's fine, but I need some kind of connection.
I think I'm the only one who actually would prefer him not to be connected at all.
Yes, you are. You are the
really
only
are.
one.
You really.
You are the Marvel fan here. What's going on?
Well, yeah, I'm a Marvel fan, but I don't want there to be so many multiverses because that ended up making the comics really annoying at times.
Well, I don't
especially-
want a ton of multiverses, but just everyone wants the X-Men in the Marvel universe. I think.
Well, they're eventually going to do that, but then pulling them in from another universe.
Isn't it a little mean to tease us like that and not do it? That's one of the main things.
To me, it's not, because I always thought it was a red herring. I never thought it was real. So
Pietro is a Skrull.
he's a squirrel. That must suck.
That'd be so funny.
And I think the kids are 100% fake. So when this hex goes down, they're gone.
But they could easily have been like the kids in the town.
How
they
did
still
they-
didn't explain why are there no kids in this town, Wanda. Remember back in episode like 5?
Yeah, I
still
think
didn't
they're
explain
gonna.
that.
I think maybe in the next episode they'll explain what this whole kids thing is.
I think literally what
I hope
happened
they're
was
just
the
fake.
the kids that were in this town, she had them sleeping because she wanted it to be a show for her and Vision being
Maybe.
adults and living their life, and then
she got a bunch of
and then
kids,
because people kept asking about kids, she's like, well, now I'm gonna make kids.
Okay, that
and then
makes
remember
sense.
Vision was literally like, why are there no kids? And she's like, okay, fine, you want there to be kids, wake up all the kids.
Yeah. They could have just
Maybe.
been sleeping.
I think that's what
They
she's
have
gonna
all
go
the
with.
house's basements.
Or Agatha
Yeah.
was eating all of them. I don't know.
That's creepy.
She's a witch. Haven't you
Would be
Hansel and
dark
Gretel?
even for the. That would be dark for the MCU.
And then we get
And then the mid-credits scene.
yeah, we get the
right?
mid-credits
Yeah.
scene where it 100% proves that Hayward is not a good guy. He's not an anti-hero. At best, and I literally mean at the best possible choice, he is an anti-villain. Where
What does that mean?
if a hero is someone who does good things because they want to do good things, and a villain is someone who does villainous things because they want to do villainous things, an anti-hero is someone who does good things even because they're forced to. kind of like in Die Hard, how he tries not to be the hero. He tries to call the cops. He tries to escape until at the very last second he has to help people.
It also sometimes just refers to a hero who kills.
Yeah, well, a darker hero.
Like Punisher.
Well, they again, another person who does bad things for good reasons.
Yeah.
An anti-villain is the exact opposite. Someone who does bad things, but in their mind, they're doing it for a good reason. Like, I have to...
That's true of a lot of villains.
Not pure villains. Pure villains just do bad things because they are bad.
For personal gain is the thing.
But you could argue that Thanos was an anti-villain.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Interesting.
I've never heard the term anti-villain before today, so like I can't really weigh in.
Careful not to.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard it a few times. So at best, he's an anti-villain where he's like, I'm bringing back the Vision because we need him to defend us in case there's ever an event like Infinity War.
I want to weaponize him.
I need the
but
weapons.
I honestly do think more than likely he's just like, I want to control the Vision. So
he's probably gonna end up going, yeah, don't you understand? I'm serving my country. He's the government guy who's in so many movies. The whole, well, look, I'm doing what's best for my country by blowing this shit up.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting though, because like when he was talking to Wanda before, he didn't really seem like a bad guy, and he was talking to Monica before. He didn't seem like a bad guy. It could be a front.
You know,
don't get me wrong.
Like it could be a front. It could be some manipulation, or it could be. You know, what I personally think is based on some of the things he said, like, I think he wasn't a bad guy until the snap. Like, because you remember how he talks about, he's like, you weren't there, the snap, everything was gone, like, we felt powerless. I think the thing is he doesn't want to feel powerless again.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you went through that event and you were...
Yeah, you know, events like that change people. Like, so I think, like, since he was a good person before, he still carries himself that way, but he does have, like, more insidious intentions now. Like, he's more like, I'll do whatever it takes.
Was Thanos an anti-villain? No, that's a huge other conversation. Was he? I would say,
based on what you're saying, I would say yes.
I would say probably.
He thinks he's the hero.
From his perspective, he's an anti-villain. Yes.
Yeah.
But the original Thanos, though, in the comics is straight up a villain. He just kills people because he wants to. There's a great YouTube video.
I wish I could remember what it's called, but it's like a deep dive into Thanos and how you can watch the whole movie with him as the main character. And it's like his journey. It's like a monk's journey or something, like trying to like save people through harsh measures. It's like, and then like it ends with like, yeah, and after all this, it could be easy to see Thanos as the hero, but then you remember, then you take a look at everyone else's perspective, like Peter Parker, a little boy, like desperately grasping for life that's now been taken away from him, and like, so then that's how you can remind yourself, no, he's not doing good things. Like, like that's what's really interesting and complex about that movie.
Here's the dumbest thing that everybody's like, who says that Thanos was right though, is they're like, well, he made a lot of sense because even if you double all the he's like, well, the reason we need to get rid of half the universe is because they're using up too much resources. If you double all the resources, the rate of consumption is the same. It's like, okay, it starts running out, double it again. There's nothing.
You have the stones.
There's nothing to say you can't do that again. So why not do it again?
No, like there's a lot of philosophy explaining it. Like, how you have more people, you have more solutions to your problems and stuff like that. That's another thing.
But earlier, Crimson Arbiter. So back to the WandaVision with the end credit scene. They have that drone that had the Scarlet powers on it.
Jason Todd is an anti-hero. You're absolutely right.
Yes, Jason Todd is an anti-hero.
He is. Red Hood. The Jason Todd Red Hood is an anti-hero.
And so he takes that and they're like, are we good to go online? And they upload that energy into the dead body that they've reassembled of Vision when he's all gray. And I was like, are we going to get gray Vision? And we get gray Vision.
We got the gray Vision. And as I said earlier, we technically got gray Vision right in episode 1. Yeah. He was black and white.
That's what but there's a thing that Crimson Arbiter said. He said he realized that Project Cataract, that's what was on the screen, Project Cataract.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Means the version of Vision they brought online is the color cataracts are. Because when you get cataracts, your eyes slowly go white like toff.
Ah, that makes sense. So they're calling him... I'm guessing that the government is going to call him Cataract now.
Maybe. I think they'll just still call him... But he's basically the anti-Vision, a cataract. And... my question is this Vision the Vision we had before, or is he a new Vision?
We'll see.
I think it's hard to say. Now, as I said this to them, I think that eventually the two Visions are just going to merge. Because this is like one is a vision Wanda purely created from like energy or something, and the other is an empty vessel. It's like literally like a soul and like a nobody from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Just merge them together.
But the one she created still doesn't have the memories of their previous time.
Yeah, but maybe they're buried in the body
Yeah.
of the previous of Cataract. I'm just gonna call him Cataract just to
Yeah.
make things simpler. Yeah,
I like to think that's what's gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna call them Cataract and New Vision. Those are
Yeah.
their names.
Yeah, that makes.
I think they're gonna merge together and become just Vision.
What do you
after
think
that.
about that?
What?
About them merging?
Oh, I mean, again, I hope that's what's gonna happen.
I think that.
I mean, it might not though. I don't know.
It might not. But I think that's the thing they're most likely going to go down because they want to keep using this character. They're not going to want to just stop
Yeah,
using him.
too.
And I think
They didn't use him much is another thing in
Yeah.
the movies.
I
He
hope
was
they
in
do
what,
keep
2
him.
films?
I mean, to be fair,
Well,
he was
3.
freaking overpowered. He could
Yeah.
phase through walls.
But he
shoot
doesn't
lasers.
have the stone anymore.
Yeah, that's the other
you know,
thing.
that's a
Yeah.
thing that can balance it out now.
Um,
And with like with Phase 4, I'm sure eventually they're going to bring in some of the more like universal threats. They
Yeah.
need guys like Vision.
what did you see? He should be voiced as Ultron. Ooh,
Oh, I would
so
love that.
cool.
It'd be
Yeah,
cool.
get
James Spader.
Yeah,
really
James
see the
Spader. Get
difference
James
between the
Spader
two.
back in here.
I don't think they'll get James
I
Spader back, but I
wish.
think what will happen is Paul Bettany
God,
will
Evan
play
Peters.
him the way Ultron played him.
Maybe
That would be
or
cool.
that.
Like
yeah.
where instead
So
of being
he'll be Ultron's original Vision again. Like,
his original Vision.
Yeah, that's what they called him. Remember
Yeah, I know.
in the film,
He was his
Ultron's
Vision.
Vision.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. We'll see what happens. Ah.
And I think that if they want to keep using this Vision character, they're either going to have them merge and have him be like trying to figure out who he is all over again for a third time in season 2,
Who am I?
or they're just gonna have whatever it is.
Yeah.
That version of Vision in the Hex is gone. He's not gonna be that anymore. It'll be the body of that Gray Vision with either that Vision's memories or his own new memories, and he's gonna be tainted in some way, shape, or form. He's not gonna be just a pure like I'm going to help people, but he's gonna be like, do I help people or do I
Yeah.
destroy them?
Ooh, a little bit of a reset.
Ultron's original Vision. Yep.
Also, I don't care how you do it. Do some kind of reference to 1930s comedy. Go do some Charlie Chaplin shit.
I don't think they're going to. I think episode 9 is all 100% gonna. I
Not
think
gonna
the
do any reference.
I think the sitcom is dropped now.
Whatever. Every time I ask for a
Yeah.
sitcom, they don't do it. Except Modern Family. Got that one.
Yeah.
But, like,
I think the next episode is 100% just gonna be Wanda
there's-
fighting with Wanda fighting Agatha and Vision fighting Vision.
And we still don't know
yeah.
what's going
So
on with
everyone's
Monica.
they're gonna continue the Marvel tradition of fighting an evil version of yourself.
Yeah.
That's what always happens.
I know you don't like that, but I like it.
Agatha's not an evil version of her.
Yeah, but she
mean,
No,
It
it's like
is.
similar powers.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
But
like,
that's how
just
it
like
has to
how
be. That's
Iron Man fights Ironmonger, Hulk fights Abomination. Thor and Loki are the two most different.
But they're so evenly matched. That's why you have to.
yeah.
These people have to fight.
Photon
I know,
versus
but I just
Fiendthrow.
think it's cooler when you have two guys with totally different powers.
Oh, it does
fighting.
make it more an interesting.
Yeah,
of a
like
fight to look
Doctor
at, yeah.
Strange fighting against evil wizards, Ant-Man fighting against another guy who can shrink and is in a suit like that.
Yeah, I know. What
You
you
know, it's like it's always just you're me, but if I was bad, like,
If I was bad.
it's like I'm what you could have been. Like is what usually the symbolism is supposed to be.
mean. Sure. Yeah,
Like,
I hear you.
Because anyone has the
Iron Man, they did that twice actually. In Iron Man and Iron Man 2, he fights evil Iron Man.
well, the one in Iron Man 2 is a little more.
Well, at first it's way different,
I
like
know
with
what
the
you mean.
Whiplash shit. But then at the end of the movie, he's just another big
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Kind of, yeah.
Iron Man 2 is disappointing us.
I think
Actually, there are lots of things in Iron Man 2 I like.
there
but
are.
the-
It's
Yeah.
got a
It's
lot
not
of hints
bad.
of a good movie, but
Yeah.
overall, yeah, it's not what
really
people
not-
wanted.
I like how extra Hammer is in that film.
Yeah.
So we have one more episode left, and then we have a week with no new TV shows.
What do we do?
So what I'm
I
thinking,
got enough to do as it is.
do you want to just take a break that week?
I mean, did you have something planned?
I don't know. Maybe we could talk about something. It doesn't
we
really.
were considering doing like a name your discussion of your favorite shows or discussion.
We could just
of,
we could just discuss shit if you want.
I don't know.
It's up
It's
to
an
you.
idea.
It's like we don't have to do anything. I could just normally stream. Is there anything else you guys have to say about this episode of WandaVision?
I liked it better than some of the other episodes. This is one of my upper episodes because like I said, I really liked the moment between her and Vision. The past, I liked seeing her childhood with the sitcoms, and like overall, I liked it quite a bit. Like, I like getting a lot of my questions answered finally, and a lot of them were like kind of simple answers, but like there's still like the big questions that need to be answered. What the fuck is that bunny? What the fuck is Ralph? If you do not explain Ralph, I'm giving this show a 1 out of 10.
No,
it gets the 1.
I think it was just one of those TV jokes where a character just keeps mentioning another character.
But it's such a, you could make it so interesting.
Do not Google what dinosaur has 500 teeth.
Okay, I won't.
Why? Well, now we have to Google it. You know that, right?
Hey, now I'm confused.
So
what, Claire, what did you have to say about this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
No, I thought it was great. It showed how tragic her parents dying was. They were just like 2 feet away from them.
They were literally
somehow...
watching TV.
Yeah, they were watching it, and like they died while she was watching it.
It still doesn't really make sense how she and her brother survived. Like there wasn't a scratch on them.
Yeah,
unless she used her power, or maybe he's super. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming they used their powers to save themselves at the last second.
But they that would be
but they didn't know.
Maybe they'll reveal that or something. Like
I really don't think they need to though. It would be nice.
If Pietro saved them, then I have even more problems because Pietro as a kid can save them from an instant explosion, but as an adult he can't dodge some bullets.
Well, because as you get older you get more stupid.
I'm sorry, I did not see that coming.
You didn't see that coming? I want to rewatch Age of Ultron now.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited for the next episode?
Oh yeah,
because I'm excited. It's gonna be the finale. We're finally gonna get.
We're gonna get some fighting.
This show has kept me invested all the way through, which is good.
I will say I cannot wait to binge it all the way through once it's over.
Oh, you're gonna watch it again?
I cannot wait.
Oh, cool.
Well, because like they're short for the most part, and then you're gonna pick up all these like.
You're gonna be watching it going
yeah. And then I think I'll appreciate like the sitcom parts more.
That's the thing about a show or a movie with a really good twist. Is I think the best twists are twists where if you rewatch you see it completely different now.
Yeah.
It's like Get Out. Like when you rewatch Get Out, you're like, I see what you're doing there. Like,
for sure. Yeah.
And, like that's what's
or a good M. Night Shyamalan film.
Yeah, exactly. Like Sixth Sense, you see the whole movie differently after
Absolutely,
that. But
I can't wait to
then there's the bad movies where it's just a twist literally just to surprise you, and watching the movie again is the exact same experience. That's how you know it's not a good twist.
Yeah.
It's like people are like, it's a good twist because you didn't see it coming. Like that point Nostalgia Critic made. I wouldn't see it coming if everyone transformed into a snowman with George Takei's face. Doesn't make it a good twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen it coming if Thor's hammer was coming out my face. You didn't see that coming? But I wouldn't enjoy it.
It's not a good twist. It's just
it's
that
just
happened.
a twist.
I really want to know what's going on with Monica and the fake and Pietro. They didn't even discuss that. They didn't even go into that.
Even if you can see the twist coming, that doesn't make it a bad twist if you set it up well.
So I think we're all three of us are excited for the next episode of WandaVision. So far, I am saying this show
we need Bruce Campbell.
What?
We always need Bruce Campbell.
He needs to be in everything. But...
Hello.
Yeah, I agree. Bruce Campbell's amazing, especially in Burn Notice.
Oh my god, he's so good. Yeah.
Spies, bunch of bitchy little girls.
You remember that movie Sky High?
Oh yeah.
Bruce Campbell played the gym teacher. And we're like, Bruce, your character yells at people. And he's like, I was born to play this role.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube video recently of a girl reacting to that movie, and I'm like, that's Bruce Campbell. I didn't know that when I saw it in theaters. Yeah. That movie's better than I thought.
Russell as the dad and Bruce Campbell.
They had a very interesting cast for that whole movie.
That was the girl who can control plants plays Killer Frost.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
Ash versus Mephisto. Who?
What?
Ash, as in the character Bruce Campbell played in Evil Dead.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Don't think Ash would win.
Ash versus Ash from Pokemon.
So that's our review of episode 8 of WandaVision. This has been kind of a shorter review, but at the same time, it's because it was so good, we just went through it. We
Yeah, it was
could
great.
not.
Yeah,
think.
there aren't a lot of theories to spawn from this because this is kind of the questions answered episode.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up until
More
now, we've always
answers-
been like, what if? Now we're like, okay.
The only theories are what is going to happen,
Yeah.
and there aren't many answers
There's a
left that
couple
we could
more
have.
what ifs,
One episode left. I
Or
want
what's
them
gonna
to at least wrap up this mystery in the next episode. Like, it's fine if you want to set up stuff for season 2, but please wrap up this overall mystery. Don't keep playing just the tip with us for seasons. Like,
I don't
It
think
depends
they'll.
on what the tip is. It doesn't even make sense, but I mean, like, it depends on what they're leaving unanswered for me.
Yeah, I think they're gonna leave a few things unanswered, and they'll either
yeah,
answer
like-
them in a future Marvel property or the next.
if they
season.
want to do something like, something I wouldn't mind at all is like, if they're like actually set up something with Evan Peters, it's like, so why did she pick you of all people to like be like Pietro? He's like, I am Pietro. I'm just not from around.
What if she does that and
Something
did that
like-
unintentionally?
I really don't think that's gonna be what happens.
I don't care. I'm holding out hope.
I want to
think
make if
he's-
he,
I think he's just gonna disappear by the end of next episode. I'm saying it now. He's just gonna get snapped out.
No, he's from the Cancerverse. He's one of the Revengers.
Ah,
That is a thing. The evil Avengers.
the revenge.
Yeah.
don't.
And who's their leader in the Cancerverse again?
Evil Marvel.
That's right.
Yeah. The actual Marvel, not
Not-
the Brie Larson Captain Marvel.
Not that it's necessarily bad because it's
Yeah.
Brie Larson, just different.
It's
character.
just
Yeah.
like
And now, we do have a lead in for Captain Marvel 2 with Photon, and we definitely see how this is going to lead into what's it called? Doctor Strange 2.
Photon
because-
versus Pietro. Yeah, I think those two are gonna fight. I think Photon will fight Pietro, Wanda will fight Agatha, and yeah, Vision versus Vision.
And the kids are just gonna die.
Well, what about what about the other two? Never mind. Agent Wu.
Oh yeah, Wu and
just
Darcy, the most essential character in
little
all
they-
of
we
Marvel.
just totally forgot
I
about
think
them.
Darcy is the one above all.
Okay, listen here.
Goddess.
Listen here, you son of a bitch.
I think they're just the.
They're just probably gonna help out somehow.
Darcy and Wu versus Director Hayward. I don't know.
They're probably just gonna. Maybe
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
team up. and
It'll
fight,
end with
yeah.
that triumphant, ooh, the girl punched the director in the face. Yeah,
hope
everybody
not.
cheers.
Literally everybody. You see them cheering in the background. Woo!
Like that's like at the end of Frozen when Anna punches like Kristoff in the face and everyone cheers. I like what CinemaSins point out. Why is everyone cheering? They don't know Kristoff not Kristoff, Hans.
Yeah.
They don't know Hans is evil, but hey, the princess just punched a guy. I guess we better show support.
Just agree with her. She feeds us. She keeps the town.
Her
running.
sister has magic powers that could kill us instantly.
Yeah.
All right, so
Anyway.
that's what we have to
was
say.
great.
No, she's not the Living Tribunal. God damn it. The Living Tribunal.
Nostalgia critic did that? Did what?
He's saying the Living Tribunal in Marvel is a being so powerful that he was
Right.
able to literally just turn off the Infinity Gauntlet at one point.
Yeah, Darcy is just everything. You can't
Okay.
say that without laughing.
You know what? I'm just gonna end the stream with that because
Yeah.
Maybe we have to say
unless do you want to
Ash versus Ash, he said.
Oh.
That was a thing on this all
okay. Yeah, he might have made a joke like
Makes
that
sense.
before. Maybe that's where I got the
Maybe
idea.
they did a whole scene, you know?
yeah.
Probably did.
So that's the end of our WandaVision discussion. Me and Andrew are probably going to play some Valheim after this. So I'm going to keep the stream going, but this is going to be the end of the recording of WandaVision. So for those of you on YouTube, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, Zagard here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really help me out. If you have any thoughts or theories about WandaVision, please comment down below and I might mention it on the next episode. Don't forget, if you ever want to comment live during the stream, you can go to my Twitch channel. If you want to talk to me or the Mythology Guy, I have a Discord channel just for that. Link to both of these will be in the description. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will see you in the next one.